Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to NS9 Live. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we have Jim. We have Tyler. Happy Festivus, everyone. Sorta, kind of soon.
Couple days.
Yeah, we still got a few more days for Festivus, but happy holiday season. How about that?
That works. Santa Claus is coming.
Man, it's always Festivus when you're a Pirates fan.
Ain't that the truth?
We got a lot of grievances to air all the time.
What is up with Jim's like little calic he's got going on in the middle of his hat right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to mess with it earlier, and
it's just there.
I know.
Hey,
it's just
Jim,
there.
at least you
it
have
is
hair.
what it is.
You have
it
hair,
is what
buddy.
it is.
I don't.
That's true. Yeah, I've got like a full head of hair.
That's my first airing of grievances. Is that God did not give me good genetics in the hair department, or looks, or
Tyler's like,
height,
first up, God.
Oh, don't worry. God's coming up a good bit here in our airing of grievances. But yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess with that said, this is a special show. Let's put it this way, guys. We've put out, I think, and I know I talk facetiously a lot, right? I think we put out a dozen shows in the past week, if not more.
It's been a lot. We've done a lot.
So we've given you guys a lot of information as it is, right? So there's really not a whole lot of need to go back and regurgitate every signing, every move. Like, we know what the Pirates are doing right now, right? I mean, the Kutch deal became official today. There's your news. You're up to date. So we figured with Festivus, just a few days upon us, let's make this show a little bit more fun, a little more lighthearted to a degree. But what we do best, right? Let's complain. Let's air out our grievances. Let's treat it. Hey, I got my my pole, kinda.
Is that your aluminum pole?
Yeah. Happy Festivus, fellas.
There we go. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of problem with you people, and you're gonna hear about it.
So you will.
So I have a list of 3 specific grievances is what I have to talk about tonight. But yeah, I would love to hear all of our watchers. Feel free, comment with some grievances, and we'll talk about them on air here tonight.
Did you guys, when we were looking at our own grievances here, did you guys keep it like 2023, 2024 Pirates specific, or how'd you guys go with it? Just general.
Oh, I actually have a grievance against each of you.
Oh,
I
okay.
have to talk about, and then I have just I've got one grievance that's for
that.
each of you, and then I've got one that's like Pirates related.
Okay, I love that. I didn't complain about either of you, but that's because I'm a good friend.
We keep it 100.
No, like I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, but like Jim said, for you guys that are watching right now live, and if you're not live, if you're watching this after we're live, in the comments, go ahead and tell us it's the season. Air them out. Get some stuff off your chest. It's good. It's healthy. Again, that's why like 90% of our shows exist. It's a group therapy session. So if you aren't able to join the therapy, we're not even going to charge you. Comment your grievances afterwards.
Free group therapy. Get what you want off your chest, so that way you go into Christmas and you don't have any complaints because you already talked about it.
Yeah, like your family doesn't want to hear you complain about the Pirates at Christmas.
No, they don't.
Nobody does. We do. Yeah. We want to hear you complain.
So let's start this off.
Let's do it.
Who wants to get owned right now? Or who wants to do the owning, I should say?
I feel like Tyler should start.
I'll go ahead and start.
Because he had a lot of problems getting ready for this show.
I had a minor meltdown. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Even for Tyler, that wasn't minor. But go ahead. Go ahead, my friend.
I mean, that was pretty minor. That was just frustration peeking in. You know what? You guys said that you have some grievances against myself personally. Like I said, I'm not throwing you guys under the bus here. I am going to throw my parents under the bus.
Ooh, oh man. This is a
and
Wagner to Kutch family affair.
It is. And This just goes to mom and dad. Why did you make me a damn sports fan? Why do I care so much about what a bunch of millionaires are doing? And why does it affect my life so much? Why couldn't you have just raised me to read books or something? Why does everything have to revolve around sports? And not just that, why did you make me a Pittsburgh Pirates fan? And I understand I've had it way more fortunate than others. I've got to watch a lot of two Steelers Super Bowls. I've got to watch 3 Penguins Stanley Cups, 2 Ohio State Buckeye National Championships. I've had it very fortunate as a sports fan. But why did you have to make me like baseball so much? The one team that's just generally awful and have been my entire life. What is wrong with you guys that you guys made me do this? I'm now podcasting with 2 guys that are going to complain about me tonight because of them. It's their fault. I'm here because of them. They made me watch Brian Giles and Jason Kendall hit the Pirates to a 65, 66, God, not many wins. And now I'm stuck talking to you two because of it. They're my first grievance.
That's a pretty good one. That kind of I don't have that one, but along the same lines. Sent my dad a text message last week and was like, why did you raise me a Pirates fan?
Also, Kenny brings up a good point. You guys are stuck listening to me because of my parents.
Yeah, that's true.
You should all have a grievance against them. You're stuck with me because of them. I didn't choose this life.
Sorry, Tyler. Blame mom and dad.
Sonics fan.
Hey,
at least my team's still here.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Well,
for now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also a Lakers fan, and I quit watching them because I hate LeBron that much. But yeah, just my sports fandom in general. Why do I have to be a sports fan? Why can't it has brought a lot of joy in my life, but same time, like, why was I forced? And yes, I'm saying I'm forced to do this. Why was I forced to watch sports that affect my life? Yes, I was forced, Leonardo. Just like Dan made all those projections up. I was forced to do this.
Yeah, I get that.
No, that's fair. I think we all have that a very similar grievance. I don't have one to air tonight, but no, I feel your pain. I know what you mean.
Oddly enough, I don't.
I think any Pirates fan around our age, right? Like from I don't know, maybe 25's cutting it close because like you were in like your
it might be my
years
age.
during the like 30 to 40.
Yeah. I think
like that age group. Actually 30 to 50 maybe even.
Yeah, probably.
30 to 45. Let's just say that. If you are still around today as a Pirates fan between the ages of 30 to 45, like you have an incredibly high tolerance just for shit.
You're a masochist. I mean, plain and simple.
Yeah, like we're talking about how many 21 straight years while you were growing up, like while you had the choice to be like, who am I going to cheer for? What sport? What am I like? Who am I going to be as a person? Like who's my baseball team going to be? Right. And during the thick of all that, you chose the Pirates, and you stuck with them through all that time. It's impressive. It's impressive. 30 to 45-year-old Pirates fans. God bless us, everyone.
God's not blessing us because Tyler's already aired out some grievances against him. So
no, we're basically like Tiny Tim though. We can't walk. We can't really we're there's a lot of problems with us.
I mean, I might argue that people in the 30 to 45 age range of Pirates fans might have the worst fandom of all time. If you pick an age group and throw it out there.
Like of all time.
Because like if you look at other teams, yeah, the Browns moved. I think you could throw Browns fans of a certain range in there. But if you were a certain age, you also got to see some good years. Aside from that, like maybe some Bengals fans in there, but even then, they've gotten some happiness lately. We got nothing. Yeah. We got nothing. We got a wild card game.
Yeah, boy, do we have that wild card game.
It's a damn wild card game. And that's what we're
15 about it again.
15 years from now, we'll be trotting out the 25th anniversary of that wild card team.
Right.
Probably get a banner.
Yeah.
Talking about that one night in Pittsburgh.
Carter wants to know what are our ties to Pittsburgh sports. I'm from Pittsburgh, moved away, to go to college and never went back. But yeah, born and raised in Pittsburgh. That's me. And I know everybody's got a different story, I guess.
Well, I mean, I was born in New Jersey, but I moved to Western Pennsylvania. I'm not going to claim Pittsburgh. Like people in Florida all say Pittsburgh because like that's the closest city, But yeah, like I moved to Western Pennsylvania. And that's what I was saying. Like, I don't really have the same story like Tyler was blaming his parents. I wasn't like really born into this. I'm actually a Dolphins fan, like not a Steelers fan. Like, I don't really care that much about hockey. So I don't claim like a Penguins fan, though. Of course, I'll root for them. I want them to succeed, right? And as Tyler pointed out, as a Sonics fan for NBA, they don't even exist. So like my thing is too, like I just love misery. I picked the worst teams. Like finally the Dolphins are somewhat good.
Yeah.
So I'm hanging on to that by a thread right now. But yeah, I guess just because I grew up there. I mean, honestly, like as a child though, I was a Mariners fan. I mean, Griffey was my guy, Randy Johnson. And then I don't know how I transitioned from the Mariners to the Pirates in those years. That doesn't make sense. But I did.
Fair,
it really doesn't.
It wouldn't have been much better as a Mariners fan. A little bit
at
better.
least
like
at least you like can claim
better,
you can
at
claim
least I would have had
Griffey.
Seattle Kenny Lofton to cheer for.
Okay, maybe I'm looking at it in my perspective where I'm just thinking about them 10 o'clock starts. Like that sounds awful.
Oh, for you, because you go to bed at 9.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
But personally myself, I've lived in Ohio my whole life, but I'm an hour from Pittsburgh, so I'm pretty much like I'm on the border. I'm closer to Pittsburgh than anywhere else.
There we go. So there's our first grievance.
Yep. That was it for me.
You know what? I'll go next. And my first grievance is going to be with our host, Anthony DiNardo. I don't know how many people are in like a group chat with this guy or converse with him through like a way where like it's not a tweet, right? There's not a reply tweet. Like it's it's constant communication back and forth where they can text you stuff, you can text him stuff. But this guy is the worst person in the world when it comes to like giving you some sort of news or information.
Awful.
Like, he is just terrible because like any other normal person, right? They would just be like, hey guys, got some news to share, ... and then telling us what it is, what this person does. And it drives me insane. Every single time he does it, I lose it.
It's the same thing every time too.
It's the same thing. No, like it's the same thing every time, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. He'll just go, yo, like that's what he'll just text, yo. Cody knows, yo, like that's what he'll do. And then you'll just sit there because like something's coming, right? Like okay, I'm sure he's about to tell us something, but he won't say anything for like 5 minutes. Like he'll make you like acknowledge that he said yo, right? And so like every time he does it, I thumbs down the message. I just say like I hate you so much because it's just so annoying. Like he wants to. Like, just tell me what it is you want to talk about, DiNardo. You don't have to say yo. You don't have to say yo. You don't have to say so. Like, it's either yo or so. Like, just spit it out.
And the worst part about it is that he'll go, yo, and it's some like tweet of some random account.
It'll just be,
like
a
new T-shirt. Yeah, or like some random guy just saying something really stupid. It's like, yo.
Yeah. Typically, it's not anything important in any way.
It's never anything important.
No.
Sometimes it is. But no, you did leave something out. There's a lot of guys. That's what tonight was.
Yeah, that's true. Yo, guys. Yeah, Cody says here, there's the occasional A. Like, I feel like that's a rare one. But, yeah, man, it's so annoying.
I'm just looking here.
Just say what it is.
I got to preference it. It's exciting.
I hate it.
You know what the worst one was? He sent a yo, and then of course there was a Jim thumbs down, and then we got a never mind. You know what he was actually texting us about? A Getty Images plugin, and he sent us yo.
Yeah, like that's the kind of stuff he'll do. Like our blog, northshore9.com. He'll like that's nothing that deserves a yo. That's just something you say, hey, we have a Getty Images plugin on our blog. That's perfectly acceptable. You don't have to preface that with a yo.
Whatever.
Here's another one. Yo. Should I put the phone number graphic out? What? Just ask us. Should I put the phone number graphic out? Let's see what this one.
You guys aren't my friends anymore.
Here's another yo.
I'm saving all my yos for the people I love. And they're no longer you.
I would prefer that. I would prefer you to use no more yos.
You know what the worst part about it is now? He's moved on from like just doing it to preface something, that now he's responding to people when they say something. And it's, yo, okay, what's the response, Donardo? Add your
I'm excited. I'm allowed to be excited.
Just be like me and Jim and ignore it.
Should my life be as miserable as you two?
Yes. Yes, it very much.
Yeah,
I am going through my text right now. There are so many yos.
Yeah, I mean, if you just search like your text for like YOOO.
Like this one. Bubba Chandler is being promoted to AA. Yo! That's awesome. That's it. That was the text.
That was exciting stuff. Bubba Chandler was turning it on, baby.
Like, there are so many yos.
See? And people think I'm just so miserable and all I do is bitch. I'm a very excited person.
I mean, maybe
yeah, too excited. You have to tone it down. You have to tone it down a little bit.
I'm passionate.
Like, I just randomly have text in here. Yo, from Donardo. Just, that's it. Not even the group text. Just, yo. What are we yoing?
Can we move on?
I guess.
We can move on. Yeah, we can move on. I think we did enough there.
Yo.
So I got a problem. I have a problem. So yes, it's well aware through most people, especially in the Discord, that I like to play Fortnite. And I get to hear about how, is they're all getting sniped by 12-year-olds? Is they're all getting sniped by 12-year-olds? Well, you know what? I'm sick and tired of seeing the 12-year-olds right here on my screen with this stupid ass headset on right now. Tyler, you look like an idiot. Get a real mic.
I did.
You know, last week we had to hear about Jim complaining because he had to upgrade his camera because Donardo got me this camera upgrade and I'm good with fine. I'm good with good enough. And Tyler's over here with this. I mean, half the foam's coming out. That's got to be at least 13 years old. I mean, some of the people that follow us in our Discord are probably older than that headset. And here you are. We're trying to do things. We get people like Dan Zimborski on last night, right? You have like Neil Walker, the coach of Kansas.
LSU, not Kansas.
LSU on, right? And here's Tyler, that stupid ass looking headset. Grow up, get a real microphone. Stop being a child.
Jim, do you want to tell
you
him?
Look ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So first off, Tyler bought a new mic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
Good.
This isn't even a grievance anymore. Like he's already addressed the situation.
It's still a grievance.
Whereas you're going to continue saying "yo,"
Yeah,
long after this episode.
If Jim would have had that same grievance, he would have saw where I shared that I bought a new microphone, and he would have removed that from his grievances because he's a prepared human being, and would have had a backup plan. But instead, you had to go with the one that it's fine.
This grievance is 2 years overdue.
It is what it is. Yeah,
it's fine.
I needed to get off my chest. Just we're telling all the commenters to get their stuff. This is my therapy. I need this right now. But you are omitting my yos, and now you're killing my spirit. That I don't have any yos left. I need to air this out.
Truthfully, though, like, we ready to see this microphone or this headset?
I should say. Oh yeah, let's see it.
It just falls apart.
Unbelievable. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, honestly, you should not be airing out grievances against your parents. Like, your parents should just be totally ashamed of you.
Oh, I would have.
My God, that you're their seed.
Yeah, I would have aborted.
Denardo's just being mean. Denardo's being mean now.
I 100% should have went into a Kleenex.
That's my I'm done.
All right, before we go to the next round of grievances, because I've still got a few more here. Carter asks, do you think we'll actually sign someone above $15 million? My answer to that is no. Tyler, yes or no?
No.
Denardo, yes or no?
No.
No. I do think, though, they'll get close.
I don't think they'll break 10.
I think they'll break 10.
I don't think they'll break 10.
But we'll get close. Barney on Twitter, what is the chance the Pirates will acquire Michael Lorenzen, or do they not want him? I think the Pirates would definitely be welcoming to Michael Lorenzen on this team. I do not think they're going to acquire him, though.
I do not want Michael Lorenzen, and I would like to point out that I really don't want him, and they should not acquire him.
What was that? I couldn't hear what you saying. Said.
I'm just letting Denardo do his bit. Yo.
All right, more grievances.
All right, next round. Tyler, you got another one?
I am up. You know what? I'll just keep it baseball related here, and then I'll get to you guys, which I still have to come up with. I'm going to keep this just baseball related here. And I mentioned that I'm a Lakers fan, that I've kind of quit watching the NBA. But my grievance is that Major League Baseball, the offseason should be a very enjoyable time. The offseason should be a time where within the first week, so much stuff happens that we can't stop putting out content. There's signing here. Signings are done like within the minute that it opens up. Instead, we're stuck with this where it's December 20th. Nothing's happened, really. Nothing really important other than Shohei Ohtani. And we're all just twiddling our thumbs, waiting until probably closer to spring training whenever everything will break. Major League Baseball has a problem in the offseason that it's not entertaining. They need to make this entertaining somehow, and it's an easy fix.
So what's the fix?
Mirror yourself after what all the other leagues do other than yourself. Literally do the opposite of what you've done forever. And make yourself an entertaining sport. Free agency should be bang, 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 bang. We should be hearing about this guy's going to sign here a week before. And then we should be watching Survivor basically, where all of a sudden, backstab, he's signing here actually. No, instead we're just going to twiddle our thumbs until at the final hour, Shohei Ohtani just signs with the Dodgers for a ridiculous amount of money. No, I want bang, 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 bang. Give me more.
So I will 100% agree with you because the NBA offseason is
fun.
As soon as the offseason starts, it goes crazy, right? And if you remember the CBA offseason, the offseason where the CBA expired, we knew that a lockout was coming. That offseason was also very enjoyable because it kind of made an artificial deadline to get people in before that CBA. So I don't know what the way to fix it necessarily. I mean, obviously, if you go the route of the other leagues, the reason why the other leagues are so fun is because everybody's got money to spend, right? Like
they also all
got
tamper really hard.
But like with baseball, I don't know if you're not going to change like the system, like maybe you do something where there's like signing periods, like kind of like how college football works or college basketball works, where like you can talk to people during this time frame and that's when they can sign with you. But then there's like a dead period or something. And so like if you want to get your stuff in before the dead period, you've got to sign everybody by December 20th, right? And then there's a dead period for like a month. But yeah, I'm with you there.
And think about how much more enjoyable the winter meetings would be, because then you're actually going to get the trades, because these teams have their rosters slightly more configured. Then the winter meetings can be actually used to fill in those gaps instead of just a bunch of like Harvard graduates meeting and networking.
And you can make it more like and you can make it more of like an event, like a made for TV type event that people watch. And then you wouldn't have Cody. Cody's grievance here was he was dragged along to winter meetings because he thought it was boring. Yeah, there you go, Cody. I might actually have a good time at winter meetings then. There you go.
Nice.
Good grievance, Tyler.
That's what I do.
I think I'm next, right?
Yes.
Jimothy. All right. So good grievances, Tyler. Kenny says that you're winning the grievance battle. So
go ahead and hit me with it.
And I'm not going to argue. You've had some good grievances. So, but my grievance against you, every once in a while, just leave your damn county. Like travel just a little bit. Like take vacation. Like you don't have to work all the time. When was the last time you've left your county? Just a legit question.
I got an oil change in October.
You left it for an oil change.
So yeah, 2 months ago, you left your county for an oil change. Like
yes,
just
that's the last time.
You know what we need you to do? We need you to just like take a long weekend and just like go to the beach. Just go to the beach, like sit down, drink some beer.
Lie. Actually,
and
a month ago, I drove through another county.
Okay.
You'll pick someone
there
up.
You go.
Yeah, that was it.
But like go to the beach for a weekend. Have some beer, just relax. You'll just be so much more happy person. And don't drink Busch Light. Like splurge on something else. No Busch Light. That's what you need. You need a vacation. You need some Tyler time because you're too high strung. And I think it's just because you're in Ohio for 365 days a year. Like that can't be good for anybody, right?
Now,
so it
was 360 days. He was in Bradenton for 5 last year.
360 days a year. You're in Ohio, and that's just too much Ohio. Like no human being can withstand that much Ohio.
I do it pretty well.
Like when you probably haven't seen the sun in like 4 months. It's been cloudy, like 4 straight months.
I mean, it was kind of sunny when I woke up today. I'd put my visor down. Also, I think I'm a very well-adjusted individual that doesn't get mad about anything.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. You guys have never heard me yell about anything ever.
Yeah, so and this isn't really more of a grievance. This is more just like life
advice.
Yeah, like just see the world that's not Ohio, Tyler.
It's beautiful here. I got murders in front of my house.
Jeez.
Like where else you got to get that?
Everywhere else, actually.
I have two restaurants.
That's my Tyler grievance.
Where else am I going to go be able to have 2 bars and restaurants? 2. Where everybody knows me. Actually,
that's the perk.
More into a Cheers episode.
Yeah, that's maybe the perk right there. Yeah, but
yeah, I'm basically turning the norm instead of Seinfeld here.
Go see the world. Take some time. Don't work all the time.
Yes, sounds terrible.
Relax a little bit. See the sun.
There it is.
You guys were in Bradenton with me. You know how I am. I am checking my phone the entire time about work.
So,
yeah, don't do it.
I'm not capable of doing it.
It can wait. It can all wait.
But I'll say this, even at that, at least you're there doing it.
Yeah, but I'm just miserable. Like, what?
You don't have to be
Anybody call me?
miserable.
Anybody call me?
Yeah,
Anybody
don't
call
be
me?
miserable. Just enjoy it.
No, I thrive on misery. That's why I'm a Pirates fan.
That's what I mean. Like, you need less misery in your life.
I don't think I do.
Even if
then,
it's for just
who's
10 more
going to be
days a
the
year.
other part of this podcast here? We need somebody here that's just not happy ever. Yeah.
There you go. So that's my grievance towards Tyler.
That I don't leave my county.
Yep.
And I left my county like November 4th-ish for about 5 minutes. And I drove back into it.
Well, I have a Twitter grievance. And it's just dumb, stupid takes. No, but for real. I have a Twitter grievance that it's kind of two of them, but all kind of wraps up in one. I'm tired of hearing about Scott Boras. And not just because he's Scott Boras. I'm sick and tired of him being the scapegoat of all things that are bad. Woe your team who can't spend money, who won't spend money because it's Scott Boras' fault. And woe all the teams in baseball that won't entertain signing these players because it's Scott Boras' fault. And woe MLB how it's so broken because Scott Boras has done it. He's an agent. He's one man. Now, damn it, he's damn good at his job. Do you know why I know that? Because all the best people want him and he gets them all the biggest money. That's his job. His job is he works for his clients. These baseball players are his clients. They hire him and tell him what they want, and he gets them what they want. And you know what? That's what they want. And that's a good thing. That's what he's there for. Now, what I'll say this is people in his power and his position are likely scumbags. Like, I get that. I'm not here saying Scott Boras is a good person. He's just a damn good person at his job. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. Don't like excuse all the problems with your team and baseball and use Scott Boras as a scapegoat. He's one man doing his damn good job. And you know what? Again, like I said, if he didn't do a good job, you know what would happen? The players wouldn't hire him. And here's the thing too. If what he's doing is so bad and so wrong for baseball, the teams could just say no. They signed the contract. So obviously it works out for them. That's what they want. That's what the client wants. Everyone's winning in that situation. So don't use him as a scapegoat. And here's the other thing about that on Twitter, right? Because I'll say something like that and I'll get people, and for multiple things, I'll say that just because I'm calling you out, blah, blah, blah. And they'll go, I'm calling you out. You can't call someone out on an opinion. It's not a matter of fact. There's separate opinions. You can't call me out for my opinion because your opinion's different. That's just two opinions going at it. You look like an idiot for saying that. It's not a matter of statement. It's not a statement. It's not a fact. I didn't say Shohei Ohtani signed for $900 million and you called me out for it being wrong. I share my opinion. You share yours. You didn't call me out. Shut up and go away. Oh, I felt good.
There you go. Are you done?
I'm done.
No, I mean, I don't have any issues with sports agents really in any way. When it comes to any sort of contract negotiations, I am always going to side with the player and their agent as opposed to who they're negotiating with. So, yeah, if there's a guy out there who is getting players as much money as they want and deserve, then I don't really see anything wrong with that.
This is funny. Sean, this is funny. Jim and I have player jerseys behind us, and they both were hit for steroids.
Yep.
Marte and Tatis.
That is true. That is true.
It is kind of funny.
I didn't realize that either. Gabe says, "Do I have any other players on my wall?" No, the only jersey I have up is Tatis. I do have Roberto Clemente bobblehead, Roberto Clemente rookie card, and I've got like a little Kutch kind of tribute shelf right there. Although this right here, this shelf is Tatis stuff. So yeah.
Now, what I will say, non-steroid takers here. All these people, non-steroid
50
takers.
cents on your wall.
Okay, fair. They might have taken other things, but not other than 50 Cent, not steroids.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 50 Cent probably took roids.
Yeah, good call. Bus has not on the wall either.
Yeah,
so
probably.
But
Jim's like, who's 50 Cent?
No, I know who 50 Cent is.
Back to Scott Boras.
Doesn't know Paul Wall.
Definitely know Paul Wall.
I should have wore grills tonight. But real quick on Scott Boras, it feels like it's definitely been planted, I think, by front offices that Scott Boras is the boogeyman. We're not talking about like Drew, what was his name? Drew Rosenhaus stuff?
Rosenhaus.
Yeah. Like he was just kind of a D-bag in general. Scott Boras is just making money for his clients and he pinches every penny out of them. That's what an agent does.
That's what the teams are doing.
They do that.
Yeah, Kenny makes a good point here. Like, since you can't name another sports like another baseball agent in particular, like that's how you know he's good. Like he's the one that you know. Like that means he's good.
I do think there are some like complaints about Scott Boras that if you're not one of his top tier clients, then maybe he doesn't do what's best for them. But at the same time, like that's a player issue. Like complaining about Scott Boras is just means that you're feeding into what these owners are telling you, basically.
Yep.
Owners are cheap. He's trying to take money from owners. Why are we complaining about that?
Yeah. If Bob Nutting doesn't like the way that Scott Boras does business, then Scott Boras isn't the bad one. He's not the baddie. Nutting's the bad one.
Yeah. Am I up?
Yep.
You are up, Tyler.
All right. Well, then
do we have any other grievances to highlight in the comments here?
Yeah, comment them if you haven't yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here. Oh, Dookie's got a grievance against the Rowdy Tellez signing. So I think most people probably do. I think we agree with you on that. But yeah, if you've got any more grievances out there, put them in the comments. We'll highlight them for you.
I had some more baseball related grievances here, but I'll just go ahead and flip it on you two. Since you both
there we go. Let's go.
I don't know if anyone's in the same boat as me here in the chat. I like sleep. I also like enjoying time with my friends. I like playing video games with my friends. These guys, I will text them and ask them if they are getting on, and I will get give me 10 minutes. It will be an hour at least, or in DiNardo's case especially, he just won't get on. So I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, waiting on anybody to get on PlayStation 5. So my grievance here basically is that these two have no concept of time. And they will just, how do you not sleep? I want to go to bed. I want to have my fun with my friends and be off by like 11 o'clock where I can lay in my bed under my cozy blankets and go to sleep. These guys are just, we'll be on, DiNardo will be like, I'll be on later. Jim will be like, I'll be on in 10. And Jim will be on in 50 minutes. DiNardo might or might not get on, depending on how much music John Cole's listening to and how much he's getting yelled at. These two will just have no concept of time when it comes to video games. I want to sleep. I want to get my 2 hours of video games in, but instead, I have to sit there twiddling my thumbs waiting on them.
All right, so I'm going to present some evidence to everyone.
I knew you were going to find that.
Drag them, Jim.
This is from a week ago. Tyler, is anyone getting on PlayStation? This is at 8:40 p.m. 8:40 p.m. Tyler, is anyone getting on PlayStation? All right. 8:44 p.m. So 4 minutes later, I reply and I say yes. Tyler says, when? I say 15 minutes. So at 8:45 p.m., I say 15 minutes. Tyler, that's a long time. Like this
It was.
It's not. First off, it's not a long time.
Okay, but you responded 5 minutes after. Then I'm looking at 20 minutes later. Like,
so 8:45, I say 15 minutes. You say that's a long time. At 8:50, I even then give you a countdown. All right, 10 minutes now, Tyler. 8:50. And then at 8:51, you reply back with, I'm in bed now. 8:51, I say 9 minutes, and you said, I've been in bed for 1 minute. And then at 8:55, so I actually get on early. Like I say hopping on now at 8:55, and then you just never respond because you're asleep already. It's 8:55.
I legitimately think I just passed that. I was so tired. What day was that?
I think it was last Thursday or something. But
so were you going to play PlayStation for 5 minutes?
This is what I'm talking about. Like, don't say that. Like, this is on you. This is on you.
Jim, this is really more of a.
That's true. This is mostly DiNardo.
Yeah, no, like you like to stretch it out, but you will get on. DiNardo likes to say, "Yeah, probably later," and then later means like 1 a.m.
There we go. All right, but I just wanted to make sure
I had to include you because, like,
yeah. Well, I just feel like two things. I mean, for one, Jim, what did I say? You've done. Well, as of tonight, you've done 12 shows in the last week. As of tonight, I've done 11 shows in the last week, right?
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a lot.
You know what? I might not get a whole lot of time doing other things. So if I say, yeah, I'll try to be on tonight. I try, but you know what? I got to have room for other things that need to be done or whatnot, right? And then the other part of that too is, like you said, you're in bed at 9 o'clock. Like my night's not even beginning yet. I don't sleep. Sleep is the cousin of death. I'm not going to sleep. Sleep is a waste of time. If you sleep 8 hours a night, you sleep 33% of your life away. That's just dumb. That's stupid to think about.
That
sleeping 33% of your life.
Sleep is the cousin of death. That's maybe the most profound thing you've ever said.
Shout out to not
stupid.
But
I like sleep.
That's no. You should never sleep 8 hours a day. You should never sleep a third of your life away. That's dumb.
DiNardo, when's the last time you went into
at 9 o'clock?
DiNardo, when's the last time you went into an office for work?
Today.
Okay, before that.
Yesterday.
You don't go to the office.
DiNardo goes into the office for work. Yeah. I don't.
Time.
Unless I'm traveling, then I'll go.
It's about time. Yeah, but I like my sleep. And it's not even the sleep portion. I like laying in bed. My bed is fun. I enjoy it.
That's boring.
I love it.
Great example of this too.
Nobody bothers me. I get to lay there. I don't hear a single peep from anybody. I'm comfortable. I love it there. I could lay in bed forever. If I could podcast from bed, I would.
I live by the beach, right? You guys know that. Probably the worst thing I could imagine doing.
Elite DiNardo living by
the worst thing I could imagine doing to enjoy myself is laying on the beach. I hate laying down. It's a waste of time, a waste of you might as well sleep. What are you just going to lay down for and do nothing with? That's terrible. I could be doing something.
No, you could be sleeping.
That's why you never leave your county.
Also,
that's where your bed is.
I don't actually sleep. I just kind of watch TV.
But
I'm in my bed where it's comfy.
Sounds awful.
No, people will get it. People get it. I like other people.
So what you're saying is you choose not to be with your friends on PlayStation because you would rather just lay in a bed by yourself, not doing anything.
You guys choose, DiNardo chooses to leave the door open and maybe not get on.
That's right, Paul Wall, baby. There he is.
Also, for the
Paul
record,
is talking about my wall.
Paul's wall.
For the record, I get a little drunk sometimes, guys. I want to go lay down.
Yeah.
All right. Jim's turn.
Yeah. So this is a baseball related one, right? My thing is just, it's been a while. I can't think I think the last time the Pirates did something like this was the Chris Archer trade. And I'm not saying like they need to go out there and do something that's an equivalent to the Chris Archer trade, but like I would love it if the Pirates just did like one thing ever to just like make a splash, like make people go, "Oh shit, the Pirates did what?" Like that's what I want to happen. It's been way too long. I think probably the closest thing we've done to that since that trade was maybe signing Andrew McCutchen last year. But I feel like it wasn't really met with that response. Like Andrew McCutchen isn't the same guy that he was. I think the rest of the league and just national media in general kind of treated that as in like, oh, you know what? That's cute, right? It's cute that McCutchen's back in Pittsburgh. That's kind of how I feel like that feel.
Like it was a feel good story.
It's a feel good story. It's nice, but like it doesn't move the needle really in any way, right? I want the Pirates to just do one thing where baseball Twitter, MLB Network, all these people are just like, oh shit, the Pirates are here. They did something. Let's talk about this because it's an actual major move that affects the entire league, right? Let's give me one of those this offseason, please. Like I'm begging you. So that's my grievance. Like it's been too long since you've given us something like actually impactful to discuss on here. Like we get on this show and we get mad because the Pirates like trade Jacob Stallings, right? For Zach Thompson. Like those are the kind of moves that we've made these last 4 or 5 years. And like they just don't don't do anything for anybody, right?
Chip, we had a podcast about Oliveris.
We did. We had an emergency podcast about Edward Oliveris. That's how down bad we are for news, right? So just like give me something to just like get really, really passionate about because we haven't had that in a long, long time.
That's true. I mean, we had to neglect Tyler because of Edward Oliveris.
What about me?
Bob Nutting, that's on you, not us. For making
you guys didn't play video games with me.
Right. That's on Bob Nutting, not us.
Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's my Pirates related grievance.
All right.
That's a good one, Jim. Like,
yeah, very fair.
I'm guessing we're going to do a little honorable mention here at the end of this because I do have a few more.
Okay. That was my last one.
Well,
but
I have a few.
If we want to continue, we can.
I just have a few honorable mentions.
I have my last one here. So my last grievance, we'll do our honorable mentions because but my last grievance, Bucko Mike, coming for you, buddy. I don't want to hear shit about you complaining and yelling that a show's live or recorded. All right. The show's out there. We work too damn hard to be deducted points because we worked our schedules around when this guest could do the show. And because we didn't want to do a show live on a Sunday at 3:00 when the Steelers are on, right? Or on a random Wednesday at 4 p.m. or whenever our guest is able to do that show that we accommodated for, right? We made it happen for everyone. And we put it out there at 8:00 every night. Or I'm sorry, 9:00 every night ish.
Ish.
Right? So you guys can watch and enjoy. I am not going to see you deduct us points because it's recorded live. So you shut your mouth. Get out of here, Bucko Mike.
This is a major.
I don't care where you rank me after this.
Yeah,
I don't
major deductions for DiNardo after
this.
this. Yeah,
I think Bucko Mike's correct.
No.
Hashtag Bucko Mike was right.
No. And tomorrow, just so people know, there's a brand new show coming out on North Shore 9. Doug and Neil having a movie review, right? Talking movies. That's going to debut tomorrow. And guess what, Bucko Mike? It was recorded. It's already done. When Fort's schedule and my schedule don't add up, right? And we don't know when the hell it's going to happen. And he texts me in 10 minutes, hey, let's do the show now. it's getting recorded, so it goes out on Friday when it's a random Thursday. So there's that, Bucko Mike.
Yeah, there's a reason that I'm number one.
I'll be the judge of that.
Deductions. There it is.
Yeah, like Bucko Mike, do not hurt my grade because I have a host who is a moron. You are right. He is wrong. We all understand it. Just let him
stop pandering to Bucko Mike, Tyler.
I'm not pandering to him. I'm
friends.
just pointing him out. He's my guy, and he brings up good points. He wants live shows.
He wants
live shows. He wants to be able to comment and interact. He can't do that whenever you make us do pre-recorded shows.
That's true. I said for the Dan Zamborski episode, I said in the group chat, like, we should just do this live. And you were like, no, let's record it and release it at 9.
Yeah.
People would have watched at 6 p.m. when we recorded it.
Probably.
And you know what? If they couldn't, then they would just watch it at 9.
Yeah, they could have went back and watched it not live. Like everybody had to do, but DiNardo took that pleasure away from everybody by making us do it pre-recorded. It's a shame.
Oh. Just catching up on a couple things here. Gabe says that video games are the worst. Mark doesn't like that I put a Stone Cold Stunner on nostalgia, apparently, with the McCutcheon news. Let's see what else here. Tyler agrees with you. Bucko Mike agrees with you, Tyler. Bed is a relaxing time for Tyler. The body needs rest.
See, this is why we're on the same
I don't know,
page.
Bucko Mike. That 4 a.m. tweet I saw from you. When do you get your rest, buddy?
He's like me. He wakes up at random hours.
Cody says Gabe is wrong. DiNardo had to do some chores, so he had to do it pre-recorded.
That's probably accurate. Now
we have had this running joke about my chores since that's like 6 years old right now.
Back to some Pirates related. Gabe does ask, do we think they're actually in on Sean Manaea? And I'm going to say I think they are. I think they're in on Sean Manaea.
I don't know if they're in on him, but it feels like they're in on somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm fully prepared to be fully disappointed by it.
Yeah, I think they're in on somebody, and I do think Manaea is that somebody.
He's the one that makes the most sense, right?
Shout out.
I think so. Yeah. So, who's next? Is that everything?
That was everyone, but
that was everybody.
Yeah.
But we can't let DiNardo end this on a Bucko Mike slander account.
Yeah, that's true.
Not if you want to pander to his rankings, you can't.
Yeah, we need some honorable mentions there, just so we don't have to end on that trash.
What's the honorable mention?
So just one of my honorable mentions here, just in general prospect luck as a Pirates fan. We have not had any prospect luck where someone just comes up and is good and so damn long. Even top prospects. Just one time, I would like a top prospect to come up and actually hit their potential in Pittsburgh. I don't know the last time that has happened.
Well, he just resigned today.
Yeah. I was trying to think about, like, outside that, Garrett Cole, maybe, but he had the 1 year. But aside from that, he didn't hit his potential. Maybe Marte. Even like, surprise prospect wise, like Adam Frazier, maybe, and even that's not great. But like, there hasn't been a guy I can remember really that came up and was like, that guy came out of nowhere, or that guy was what we planned on him to be. We have no prospect luck here, none. And granted, a lot of prospect luck is self-made. That means you got to develop better. But we're talking like 13, 15 years of just nothing.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think you can make an argument there. Like, there's been a few premier guys who have done well, but
Who?
like in 10, if we're going back 15 years, like Garrett Cole.
I mentioned him, but I'm saying like
You did,
hitting his
yeah,
potential
like
in Pittsburgh, that didn't happen.
he
was
was
good.
really,
He was
really
good for 1 year. He was good in 1 year.
2015. He was
Yeah,
really,
1
really
year.
good.
They got 1 year out of him.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
to your point, it's definitely been it's been tough. Like since I guess the big difference too is like you look at those bad Pirates teams from like the decade immediately following the 2000s, and you had Freddie Sanchez come up. You know, he did really well. You had Jack Wilson come up who did well right off the get go. You had Jason Bay win a Rookie of the Year right off the bat. So you had some young guys who were actually like okay, like on those bad teams. But yeah, it's been a struggle.
Like, it's basically since the Huntington era. There
But
hasn't been a
yeah,
there
and
hasn't been a guy that's come up that you can really sink your teeth into and be like, that's our guy.
Yeah.
Hayes in that like month in 2020, he went off. Like, but that's it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if that's what we're clinging to, we're screwed.
Yeah, but like no, and like pitching wise too, like no pitcher has come up and put up like a Zach Duke rookie year, like where Zach Duke went like
that was
8-1 with like a
crazy.
1-something ERA. Like no one's done
Right.
that.
And there has been like an Oliver Perez come up with a 2.98 ERA.
Yep.
Like you said, Garrett Cole was probably that guy because he was really good his rookie year. But even then, it was you knew it wasn't really what Garrett Cole was going to be because that was a really weird version of him. He didn't strike anybody out. Aside from that, like Musgrove, no. Tyon had like a decent stretch there.
Tyon was fine. He just wasn't healthy, you know.
Yeah. Like aside from that, like there's nothing, man.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So hopefully Skeens is it.
You were really loud right there.
Yeah.
Was I?
Yeah, now you're even louder. I don't know if you messed something on your board.
No.
Is it just me, or is he like super loud and clear now?
It actually, I don't. Yeah,
I haven't touched or changed anything.
Yeah, you're louder now than you were before. It's almost like you're a commercial, like you're watching TV and like the commercial comes on and the commercial's like twice as loud as everything else was.
That's what
we should run commercials in here. I'm going to create some NS9 commercials. Come on, Cody, let's do it.
This should actually be a bit we have where we just say that the Narder's really loud randomly.
Yeah, we should. Even when he's not, we should just like pretend.
Yeah. But right now you are really loud.
Yeah, you are loud. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I think you bumped something.
Hold on.
I'll turn it down. But
no, now you sound normal.
Well, now you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just turned it down.
Yeah, now you're
I haven't touched
You must have bumped something.
Move your belly.
But at any rate,
maybe it was when you were doing chores. You got up in the middle of that rant and did some chores and bumped it. Yeah.
I had
it's the ghost of Bob Nutting.
If nobody else is going to add any more like honorable mentions here. Do you have?
I just want to. No, I want to add one thing here.
Okay.
And I didn't get to direct mine at Jim yet.
Oh,
you want to talk about text?
Oh, right? Yeah.
You know what really irks me? I will go, and this is not even going the yo. Throw the yo out there, throw the excitement out there, throw all this other stuff, just random normal things, right? Where I'll go on and just say like, whatever's happened. I'll maybe like not a rant, but a lot of information's out there, right? And my response I get from Jim, not even the O, just the K. Just the K. I want to punch you in your face so hard every time I see that. Every time I see the K, I want to just go to that phone and just punch you right in the face. I just get a K. I said all this, and all I get is a K. And that there's no reason that comes off anything other than just sarcastic. And the thing is, too, I know you, Jim. So I know it's sarcastic. I know that K. And that irritates the hell out of me.
Well, I mean, I know it does. Oh, that's why I do it. I mean,
And
there's
that's why you'll
no
get the
other.
yo every damn time.
There's no other reason.
Jim, you don't have to defend yourself here. The big thing is, why is DiNardo a teenage girl that gets offended by someone saying K?
That's true.
Again,
because the only people I know that get offended by K are teenage females.
I hear that K. That K actually speaks to me through the phone. I can hear that K from Jim. I know what it is. And I want to punch you every time.
Okay.
It's an easy text back. Just okay. Like,
but
I got it. We're good.
Yeah. It's not being sent because it's an easy text back as a K.
Like, yeah,
it's actually, to be
Jim
honest,
over here says this is not worth my time. Okay.
First off, additions for Jim. Thank you, Bucko Mike. But what's actually funny is it's not an easy thing to text, because when you just type K, it auto corrects it to I. And so I have to go back in there and I have to delete the I and put the K back in. So like, it's actually a difficult text message to send, but it's very profound in its meaning.
So I actually have a thought on the K thing. At this point, I find it more insulting when someone just sends me a thumbs up than they do like just K. Because K, it feels like that is purposeful. When you're sending me K now, I know you're trying to be a dick. When you send me a thumbs up, that's like the old school version of K. If that makes any sense.
I don't think I use the thumbs up that way. Like, I think I genuinely use a thumbs up to, and I don't send like a thumbs up emoji. I'll do like the thumbs up reaction, right? I don't typically.
I do that too, but
the emoji, you know,
you're talking about the emoji, not the thumbs up.
I'm talking emoji.
Yeah,
I still don't, but I was thinking the emoji because I do that all the time.
Like, no, like I get the reaction, like send the reaction of thumbs up. Yeah, that's, you got it. We're good. But the people that will send you back like a thumbs up emoji, it's kind of like, can't you just type thanks?
Well, yeah, or just thumbs up the message. Like I would just react.
Yeah.
Like, do the react to the message thumbs up.
But I think if you type in okay, the emoji of that does pop up where you can click it and send it.
I don't actually know. I type out okay most of the time, like OKAY.
But I bet if you do that,
I don't do that.
In the text, like above, you can change it to the thumbs up. Some people like emojis, I guess, and that's why, to me, like, that's why I don't care too much about that. But just a K, absolutely, we're fighting.
Maybe I usually will just send back thanks. Like, I won't even say okay. I'll just say thanks. I'm an old soul.
Yeah.
I'm a master of communicating.
The biggest war that wages on in the world today is Bucko Mike versus autocorrect.
I love them.
Yes.
I love it too.
One more.
I have nothing else. I have nothing else.
I have one more. It's Tom Zach. Like, why are the Pirates so bad at not getting injured? What are we doing here? Something's wrong. I know we brought it up many times on the show.
We talked about this, I think, last week a little bit too.
We did, but it was one of the first things that popped in my head when we talked about grievances. Why? What is? I know other teams have injury issues, and maybe it's just more amplified because we're talking about a team that is very reliant on a select few, like a select group of players. So when Andy Rodriguez goes down, we freak out a lot more than maybe the Yankees would, but it just feels like everything they do injury-wise is wrong. Nobody's back early, like Jim has said before. I don't remember the last guy that's been ahead of schedule in anything. Guys are back, and if they are back on time, normally they're injured again in a month.
Yeah.
What are we doing? How does he still have a job?
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before. I don't really have an issue with the amount of injuries that the Pirates have. I don't think they necessarily get more injuries than other teams. I think they affect the team more because the lack of depth, right? And you kind of alluded to that. But yeah, I would say like from a recovery standpoint, though, I feel like nothing ever goes right, like on a player's rehab. So yeah, big grievance towards the Pirates medical staff. That's yeah. Buck on Mike here. Pirates medical staff, huge grievance. I agree.
God, I killed it tonight.
You did. This was you know what? This is a Tyler Legacy episode.
Tyler Legacy episode. Who would have thought airing
Yeah.
grievances?
Who would have thought you'd be so good at this?
Yeah, nobody ever would have thought I
Not
was good at
us.
explaining. That's what I do, baby. Welcome to the show. That was my last grievance of the night.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't
here.
I don't think I have much. I mean, I could go on for days, but I don't think I actually have any more to say. So
None that I really feel like sharing at the moment. Felt good though.
yeah.
I think this is our last episode. This is our last lot. I mean, unless we have an emergency podcast between now and the weekend, but this is our last
I have one
show.
Last grievance.
Jesus. Okay.
I know where he's going here.
Do not end the show saying I'll see you next year because I will punch you in the face.
Oh, I wasn't going to do that because we're going to do another show next week.
That's where this was leading.
No, that wasn't. I was about to just. I honestly.
You was going to say it was last show before Christmas.
I was going to say it was last show before Christmas. I was going to wish everybody who's watching and listening a Merry Christmas and safe travels if you're going anywhere. Yeah, I was trying to just be a nice guy, Donardo.
Still a very valid grievance. I hate that.
Stupid.
I hate that joke. And for me to hate that type of joke, but okay, continue. I got my grievance.
Well, now I'm done. You ruined it.
You did ruin
Good.
it. That's
I was
my
just trying to wish.
Actually,
I was just trying to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Literally,
and you ruined it.
Any like politeness we ever try to show, he does ruin it, doesn't he, Jim?
Yeah, like me and you are the nice people here.
Yeah,
Jim has broke me.
Like he's got a.
And I dealt with Ryan for years. I mean, think about that.
You know what my next grievance is actually? Why is his shirt like just weird? Just wear a normal like shirt with a normal length around your neck. Why does it look like someone just yanked on it for days?
Because
why do you dress like you're 23? That's the next grievance, actually. Why does he dress like he's 23?
That's how people on the coast. That's how they dress. They don't.
We're all in our 30s now. Grow up.
They don't know what it's like for us.
I am growing up.
Midwestern people.
Learn a little bit about clothing.
I am grown up.
What company shirt you have on tonight?
This is a Justin Timberlake t-shirt. Thank you very much.
I've got the.
By the way, okay.
Pittsburgh Clothing Company. I've got the Pittsburgh Clothing Company. Santa Claus is coming downtown.
Can I share my last grievance? Tyler, pay attention to the group chat. I sent you a Justin Timberlake tweet 4 days ago, maybe.
Did you tag me? Here's my. Actually, I have another grievance.
We ain't done yet. I got one more in me.
Can somebody please teach Donardo how to actually tag someone in a freaking group text?
I tag all the time.
No,
and I probably did tag you.
The amount of times you say tie and it doesn't tag me is stupid.
I do that too. I do that too because I call you tie, but you're not in my phone as tie. So when I say tie, it doesn't tag you.
He will. Can't see it. No, you didn't tag me.
I tagged you.
I have that muted.
I tagged you.
No, you didn't.
Because he also said, when's the NS9 Las Vegas trip? Oh, I said the NS9 sync for NSYNC.
Yeah, I didn't see that. You did not tag me.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get out of here for all that.
Did not tag me.
Because more will pop up. We will keep going.
Oh, yeah. I got plenty more coming.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Jim, send us off in a nice way.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Stay safe. Have a happy holidays. And, if you don't catch us next week on any of our shows, we will see you next year.
Peace out, Girl
Hey,
Scouts.
you all, thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.